All right, what's good, y'all? This is January 7th, and I'm about to do a trade recap for a trade I took today. Past couple days, I've not taken many trades. I actually just probably like scalped, but I've not lost a trade so far. But today I actually had a proper trading day, so I like to just go through the trade that made me around 2,500 on a day. So yeah, let's begin. So coming to the morning, I was leaning more bearish, but at the same time, I wanted to be bullish because obviously, if you scale to 15-minute, you can see this clear market maker buy model, right? It's literally a textbook buy model accumulation here. Then we start creating the structure. We make this range. We generate liquidity, a lots of liquidity right here, right? Stacked highs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all of this is like low resistance liquidity. That's very strong, right? Price will definitely go there, definitely take it out, definitely flush through it. So yeah, and I believe market. Hold up, let me just skip a bit so we get to a 9:30. Okay, that's 9:15, and that's 9:30. Okay, so before 9:30, before this bullish candle, we were sitting right here, right somewhere here. The internal high was not taken, so I had two scenarios in my mind. Either take this internal high right here and then get some shorts all the way to London lows and equal lows, or just get some sort of bullish structure. For example, take out this internal low at open and then get some sort of longs all the way up. So those were my two scenarios, and what price did at open, it just instantly started flushing through all the slow resistance that I've been talking about, right? So also I like to just go through the higher time frame real quick to explain why I like bullish scenario as well. It was mainly because we were inside of this range, so we were respecting this gap, right? We're delivering of this gap, and then we are inside of this bullish range. And what did we do? We rebalanced it to equilibrium. So now price could definitely seek higher because we're also respecting this 1 hour gap right here. And also on top of that, we had London lows, SMT right here. So yeah, it was like a literally textbook market maker buy model, but whatever. So at open, price just rips. Market opened right. Hold up. Market opened right here. And what happens is just we rip higher. We just literally go up all the way to the buy side liquidity, and we had some, I believe, SMT there. Oops. Hold up, let me check. What did ES do? Yeah, we had like we had SMT, but I didn't care about SMT because of how bullish we were. So I just wanted to see some sort of structure form. I wanted to catch some continuation longs, and I was just waiting. So what time is it? 9:45 opens up, and I was waiting for 10 a.m. open. So because we didn't have pretty much nothing, and then yeah, just price just does nothing. It's just like keeps accumulating here, and then 10 a.m. actually opens right here. So that's where 10 a.m. opens. And what it does, it actually dumps, right? Let me actually do this trend line right here. So this was our 10 a.m. open, and price dumps. And what it trades to is this 15-minute gap that was created. So I was bullish as hell, right? I was not looking for shorts when I saw how 4 hour closed. If 4 hour literally closed above the previous wick and confirming that we're still in a bullish trend, and that was just enough for me to just say, okay, I'm gonna look for longs. On top of that, we opened this 15-minute gap, huge 15-minute gap, and we literally came all the way to the mean threshold of this gap, and that's where I started looking for potential longs. So let me change the template. Okay, we tap these gaps, right? We tap everything. We tap this 5-minute, and also there was a, by the way, I forgot to mention, there was 10 a.m. news that dumped. There was this data high, And then there was this one setup that formed. So there was actually, I believe there was a 3 minute right here. So 1 minute, let me remove it. Okay. So what happens? 3 minute opens up and it doesn't invert. I was actually looking to long this right here. I was wanting to see this 3 minute invert, but it failed. So obviously, what did I do? I wanted to wait, well, obviously, for another 3 minute, and it actually closed. But at this point, I was like, nah, I don't want to take this trade. And let me explain you why this was not a valid trade. Yes, we have 10 a.m. open low. We tap to 15 minute. We invert the 3 minute. Cool. But it was still not enough. First of all, the entry here was fried, right? If you would take this entry, just look at RR on this. Literally, previous hourly, it's a previous 1 hour candle high right there. It's marked out. It's literally 0.88. It's like not even 101 RR. It's a terrible entry. If we look at lower time frame structure, do we see any sort of CISD? No, there's absolutely nothing. And what I wanted to see was this 5 minute cyst right here. I wanted to see this 5 minute cyst, and this 5 minute didn't close. So as you can see here, if we scale higher, you can see how this 5 minute failed to close and make changing state of delivery. And that gave me obviously confirmation that market is still not ready to go higher yet, that it still can manipulate lower. So I decided to stay patient, and I decided to just not to take a trade and simply wait, which actually ended up paying off. The next thing that happens is like we're very close to 9:15, and as you know, what do we do at 9:15? We manipulate. So I wanted to wait for 9:15 open, and then just price simply dumps, right? So this is 9:15 open, by the way. We're dumping, and this is where it gets actually so clean. We make SMT right here with ES. ES was like literally dumping all the way to this internal lows. We make SMT right here. This was like such a good confirmation that longs were ready to be executed. And on top of that, we had this 1 minute order block right here. It's not a perfect order block, but still just like a confluence. But I was not looking at it much though. There is this SMT, right? And then what happens? Price starts displacing. So price displaces higher, right? And then we make, we make CISD. So right here, what do we have? We have changing state of delivery. We have SMT. We have so much buy side liquidity. Just look, stacked highs, right? Accumulation, manipulation, another manipulation, accumulation. I mean, on the hand side, is like you can just tell that market is now ready to go higher. It's like there was no reason for price to go lower at this point, because just check how 15-minute we have SMT with the internal low. Probably the best SMTs are usually with the internal lows. They give best probability. And also we rebalance this leg towards the equilibrium again, and then we're respecting everything, right? So 15-minute close, just look at this 15-minute close, and everything was saying bullish. So I scaled higher time frame and I saw this 4 minute. That was so clean, right? Look at this 4 minute, and I just wanted to see inversion on this one, which is exactly what we get. So it inverts here. That's where I enter a trade. I was targeting 1 hour high, previous 1 hour high, and I wanted to go break even right here. Not even here, because I was so confident on this setup, so I just decided to go break even right at this swing high, and I just waited. So price ended up pretty much delivering perfect, and yeah, full TP was hit. So if you look at lower time frame, you can see how this cyst actually held price, and then price just distributed higher. And full TP was also perfect, because just look at the next candle that came afterwards. Here you can see this all low resistance generation, and what happens next? Boom, price just comes lower, takes out the internal low, and then you get another distribution later on, trading towards all-time highs. So yeah, that was pretty much it for today. A lot of explanation on this video, but I feel like it will help y'all. Just trying to share all my thought process and how I was trading, right? So if we also just want to show you this 3 minute again. This 3 minute, by the way, right here, it actually was executed by so many IFEG traders, and they ended up getting stopped out because they didn't have a decent stop loss, right? So there was no proper inversion. There was stop loss placement was terrible, right? Somewhere here, most of the people had it like at 0.5 of the wick. If you just put it below the wick, you would have actually got away with it. But overall, this was such a terrible trade. I didn't really like the whole setup itself, but the second trade was obviously perfect. So hopefully that was helpful. Tried to just share as much as I could. If you have questions, just let me know under comments. But that's pretty much it. So thanks for watching, and yeah, hope to see y'all in the next video.